Hearts, hearts, glorious hearts. It's all over for Heart of Midlothian. St Mirren 2, Hearts 2. Well, that's what some commenters are saying. I want to get one thing clear here. Hugh Keevans is the one that said the league is done. Hugh Keevans says that Hearts are champions elect. We never turned round and said that. And I want to point something else out as well, right? See Hearts actually dropping points tonight. What does that mean, honestly, in the grand scheme of things? Did people think Hearts were going to win 37 games and draw one?
No, it means, first here, it means he lost. Paisley's a difficult place to go to. Said this in the preview. Honestly, about half an hour into the game, I did say that I'd be happy with a draw.
You did?
I'd have been content. I'd have been content enough with a draw at the start of the game. Obviously, I want to win, but a draw in Paisley is not a bad result. The game could have went either way. And it's not all over. The bubble hasn't burst. Hearts are still the only unbeaten team in the league. Yes, we drew away from home at St Mirren. St Mirren have beat better teams in Paisley than Hearts, so who knows? Come the end of the season, this could be a point gained rather than 2 points dropped. And another thing, we never said that the league was over. That's Hugh Keevans that said that. Hell, I've still protested that Celtic are favourites for the title. Now, what I did say was that Brendan Rodgers has lost the league to Hearts and Derek McInnes, and that's fact, because he's bailed, he's left.
He's bottled it.
He's jumped in the Honda Civic and drove back down south, so no matter what happens, Brendan Rodgers has lost the league title to Hearts. But Celtic, they haven't lost nothing yet. I still think they're favourites for the title. Before tonight, I thought they were still slight favourites for the title. Just wanted to point that out. So, yeah, Hugh Keevans was the one that said Hearts have got it in the bag.
And people are pretending though that like Celtic have suddenly went 6 points clear or something. It's just went from 8 to 6.
Yeah.
People, that's all that's happened. Anyway,
if Hugh Keevans is talking shite for suggesting that the league's over because it went from 5 to 8, then surely these Celtic fans that are claiming that's the bubble burst, and surely they're also talking shite.
The bubble
went from 8 to 6.
Bubble's no burst, man. Hearts.
A bubble doesn't burst over one game. A bubble bursts over continuous.
Look at the 3 games tonight, right?
Multiple games.
Celtic taking on newly promoted Falkirk, who've had a great start, by the way, but you'd expect Celtic to win that, right? Rangers and Hearts are the 2 teams that I thought it would be a wee bit wobbly. Rangers passed it with flying colours, great save against for Jack Bolland, and Hearts could have won it at the end, just offside, and a few chances in the game that Shankland does better. They could have got the 3 points, but a point away at St Mirren's no bad. It ain't. I don't care what anybody says. Hearts have picked up 26 points out of 30.
You would have taken that.
Of fucking course you would have. Especially with games against the Old Firm and, you know, an Embra Derby in there. Of course you would. No, there's not one person on earth that wouldn't have took that for Hearts if you're a Hearts fan. But and also, people think I'm greeting. I'm happy. Because fucking Rangers have closed the gap to 11 points. I mean, that's...
Rangers back in the title.
Oh, that's it. Keep on rolling, baby. Anyway, let's get to the game. So yeah, St Mirren... They already, and also they're the only fucking team this season that have beat Hearts technically. They knocked them at the cup.
Yeah, knocked them at the cup on penalties and then held them to a draw tonight. Could have went either way this game as well. So I think a draw was probably the fair result. To be fair.
No, it was. So in terms of the
both
lineup,
teams actually scored 3 goals at one point in the game, albeit both of them were ruled out. Correctly ruled out in the end, I think, for both teams. But St Mirren at one stage took a 3-1 lead, and then Hearts towards the end took a 3-2 lead, both goals getting ruled out, so really could have went either way.
It could have. As for the lineups, Hearts went unchanged, no real surprise there.
For the 5th game in a row, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, you beat the champions.
Same formation, same personnel.
I don't see why you wouldn't change it. I mean, they might change it at the weekend because this is...
I don't rate Schlo. I do not rate this guy. And I know that he hadn't conceded up until that Celtic game, but for me, that was more down to just Hearts as a team and as a unit, and down to the defence rather than Schlo. I'm not going to bash the guy, but I would have him as number 1. I think that when Gordon's fit, he should be back in there. I feel like Gordon's been hard done by. Whether he gets his Scotland position taken off him or whether he gets his Hearts position taken off him, it's just I can't justify it. I don't think Angus Gunn is a better goalkeeper than Craig Gordon, and I don't think Schlo is a better goalkeeper than Craig Gordon. So
No,
Was he?
he's not. I don't rate him. I mean, there were so many instances so far this season where he's not even conceded, but he's been questionable. And was he questionable tonight? Let's get into it. So, Hearts had the first opportunity of the game, hit the post with Benjamin, didn't they?
Yep.
Shanklin laid it back to him, hits the post. Again, he's not the guy you'd want on the end of the shot. The guy passing it, who you'd want on the end of the shot. And then you've got Samal George with the assist. 10 overhead kick. Ndulu makes it 1-0. This is just a brilliant goal for him. I've seen it on Twitter. George launches it up. Ndulu gets on the end of it. Slow. Was he slow to react? Who knows?
Great goal for Ndulu.
No, it is. Yeah.
Can't really deny him it.
1-0 and you're going cuckoo here because you're like, fuck, is that your title challenge? Even if St Mirren won the day, I mean, it wouldn't have really fucking killed Hearts on
No,
that.
but I do think picking up a point and avoiding
It's
defeat
crucial.
is massive.
And it's the same what they did against Motherwell. And Hearts, some late goals in games. I mean, I did predict Hearts 3-0, so I got that horribly wrong. But then not
I mean,
long.
I went 2-1, but I honestly wouldn't have been surprised if it was a close game or even St Mirren nicked it.
No, Shanklin then makes it 1 each, but a mix up at the back from St Mirren, and take a 1 each into half time, which you would have took. But then, right?
I wasn't expecting Freckleton to get 2 goals in the second half though.
Yeah, I looked 2-1, 3-1, and I thought it was 3-1. I thought it was game over. I thought, fuck, the jam tarts, what's going on here? This is apricot laced with shite. But then one of them got
Jam
this.
Hearts were out of date at that point.
Aye, one of them got ruled out, so that's good for Hearts. And
I'm reading
then
the date wrong. It was actually a 6,
Actually-
not a 9. So
fucking forgot to address it. Shanklin, 1 each, has to square it to Braga. Braga's going ballistic.
yeah, this is a game changer. Braga, if he plays it to him, no doubt 2-1. And who knows? Could Hearts go on to win the game? Possibly. I'm not going to sit here and throw Shanklin under the bus though, or blame Shanklin because he's been great for Hearts. But yeah, just one of those instances where if he just played it to him, then who knows? We take a 2-1 lead, we might see the game out. But anyway, Freckleton puts St Mirren 2-1 up. Thankfully, his second goal for 3-1 got ruled off. Or else, honestly, I don't think Hearts would have come back for 3-1.
No, they wouldn't have, I don't think, because 3-1 away from home, it's always going to be tough. And St Mirren hungry for the win. And St Mirren needed to win, well, not win, but they needed to get something for this game, or else they would have literally been joint 11th playoff spot. Considering their credentials, top 6, they needed to do better than that. Braga makes it 2 each, again continuing his fine goal scoring form. Hearts, they huff and they puff, but they make it 3-2. You're thinking Hearts, Jambos have done it in about the 87th minute, Kabore, but then it gets ruled out for offside, and it's just one of those things. It could have, I think it was Kingsley that strayed offside or something.
I think it was Kingsley, but nothing like some false hope at the end to get you.
Well, that's the thing, because you're listening to it on Sports Line, like you're on double one. You don't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, I know they're saying it's offside, but until you actually see it yourself, do you trust them?
No, but the goal was ruled out, and then not long after that, referee blew the whistle, finished 2-2. Look, it's disappointing. Obviously, you want to win, you keep that 8-point gap, but realistically, you can't win every game. No team I don't think any team's ever won a league title by winning every single game, regardless of what league it is. I don't think it's ever been done. So, listen, St Mirren, Paisley, difficult place to go. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's only a point, but like I said, St Mirren have beat better teams than Hearts at Paisley, so
No, of
it is
course.
what it is.
Of course they have, right? And another thing to remember.
St Mirren needed a result tonight as well because they had a
Rangers, right? Rangers drew.
St Mirren had lost 3 games in a row, so they really needed to pick up something tonight.
Yeah. No, I mean, make no mistake about it. Hearts would have obviously fucking rather the won, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's a disaster now. If they lose to Dundee at home at the weekend, then I'll be like, right, what's going on here? But I don't think they will.
No, and the Hearts need to bounce back. They need to extend their lead at the top of the table to 9 points. A draw against St Mirren and Paisley is a good result. There's no way you can spin a draw at home against Dundee is a good result. So Hearts will need to respond, and they will need to. They'll need to get the victory against Dundee. But yeah, you can't worry about that right now. 8-point lead becomes 6, but I don't fear it.
Yeah. You didn't want it to be boring, did you?
Nah,
You wanted it to be exciting.
we welcome the chase.
There you go. Anyway, That's where we'll leave it. St Mirren 2, Hearts 2. I think Hugh Keevans is going to bottle tomorrow night. When's he next on?
I just wish Hugh Keevans would stop talking shite and stop saying these fucking asinine things. It's insane.
If he thinks Hearts is favourite, then fair enough. I can even accept that. But you can't say the league's done.
See if it was Celtic in front with 8 points, I'd accept that. See if he says Celtic have won the league, they go to the game, the league's done, mate. Yeah. Because just Celtic have got the history. Celtic have got the best team. Celtic are the champions of Scotland. If you want to say it about them, then fair enough. But like no team outside Old Firm has won the league in 40 years.
Yeah, but even if Rangers were 8 points clear, just due to recent history, I couldn't turn around and say it's won.
And also the way things were for Celtic is like it really couldn't get much worse. Really couldn't get much worse. So I don't know. Crazy that he's come out and said that. Don't know why he said it. Maybe just for clicks.
He said it to heighten the drama around. He said it to heighten the drama around Celtic. That's what he said it. But again, I'm not surprised. I mean, the result that surprised me tonight is probably Rangers beating Hibs, because even though I predicted it, honestly I did feel the worst I've seen in 11. But Celtic beating Falkirk 4-0. I know you predicted Celtic to draw. I predicted them to win. I'm not surprised by that.
No.
You know, Falkirk didn't take their chances early on. Celtic punished them. Now, Johnny Kenny getting a few goals did surprise me. But anyway, leave your thoughts down below. That will do it.
Brendan Rodgers though.
No, Brendan Rodgers has shat it, and I'm looking forward to his interview. But I don't think he'll. Well, I mean, I think Liverpool get beat tonight. Maybe we'll walk in there. You never know. Till next time, though. 6 points. Rangers are coming as well.